Gang, gang. We back. Smash the like button. The stream god has returned. Bass god, Bay Area shit. Hey, we about to cook it up. We about to cook it up. We gonna talk on the stream. We about to cook it up. Oh my gosh, let's get it. Already a dislike in the stream just started. They want to hate so bad. We about to cook it up. We about to cook it up. Hating on the stream. You ain't doing nothing. Okay. You ain't doing nothing. You can hate on the stream, but you ain't doing nothing. Hey, we about to cook this up. We about to cook this up. Put your thumbs up. Hating the stream. You ain't doing nothing. Okay. It's the return of the stream king, stream guy. We about to cook this up. We about to cook. Oh my God, stop playing with me, bro. Old media shooting air balls and bricks like AJ in the New York cut. He's in the cuts in New York. Shooting air balls and bricks. That's old media. We about to cook this up. We about to cook this up. Strap like a troop. Hop at the coop. Oh my gosh, we about to cook it up. I say, strap like a troop. Hop. Oh my God, stop. Stop playing with the stream king. We about to cook it, whip it. We about to cook it, whip it. Old media. They're gonna get in them and whip it. Oh my gosh. Look, they want to hate so bad to 25. We about to cook this up. They put that 25 in the pot. Shout out to you. Tony Boswell. All's well that ends well. Y'all getting beat the fuck up. You need some inswell. Oh my gosh. I said Tony Boswell with the $25 super. I said Tony Boswell, all's well that ends well. You getting beat the fuck up. You gonna need inswell. You need a cold compress the way we compress. Oh my gosh. Let's get it. We about to cook it up. We about to rip it up. Oh my God, stop playing with me. City State Zip, where we at? Tony Boswell, I appreciate you. Tony Boswell, we some aliens like Roswell. Let's get it. What's poppin', ego? What's poppin'? We about to cook it. We about to whip it. Get him a whip it. Flipping the chicken. Oh my gosh. Hey, good knowledge says bye. Block this motherfucker, bro. You don't have to tell us you leaving. A real man would just leave. We don't care. Block this motherfucker. He said bye. Yeah, it's bye for good. So long. I gotta say bye forever. Man, we gotta live with the fact the shooters did you wrong forever. Yeah, take that good knowledge somewhere else. We don't need it. We got all the good knowledge. Oh my gosh, Cleveland, I see you. New Hampshire, we about to cook. We about to cook. 772-727. Oh my gosh. They really mad, bro. And the funny thing is they mad because they know they get beat the fuck up. Like all the shit they've been saying for the last 2 years plus is all coming crumbling down. That's why they mad, bro. They telling me to stop. Oh yeah, let's talk about something else. Nah, we talking about this forever. Hey, we gon' shout out to Providence, Rhode Island, man. Ohio in this bitch. J-Dog, did we not tell them? Did we not tell them what was to come? And then now everybody want to run. Okay. We told y'all what was finna happen. Man, Rancho Cucamonga, killers. I can't say that, but shout out to next Friday after next. Michael Rappaport, Ice Cube. I'm the new Ice Cube. Motherfuckers hate to like you. What did I do? Shout out to the 562. Yeah, that way. I ain't gonna hold you. We working. And old media is dead. I ain't gonna hold you. Old media is dead. No cap. But my shooter's like rat, busting cap. Oh my gosh. We told him, J-Dog, look at it. Look what he said. We been told these hoes for years. Now all we see is crocodile tears for the next couple years. And it's on. Once again, it's on. Shout out to Eddie. Hey, cook it, flip it, cook it. Shout out to Team Canelo. That's what's up. That has nothing to do with anything, but shout out to Canelo. Shout out to Akron, Ohio, Wichita, Kansas. Witching the switch in the kitchen, the hitching the hitching the bitch. Cook in the kitchen, the Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. This is bonanzas. Wichita. Oh, we having so much fun, bro. Wichita, Kansas. Shit is bananas. This is bonanzas. Winter conduct. Oh my gosh. King Corleone been destroying y'all. Shout out to Houston, H-Town, get down. You already know what it is. Shout out to them wards, you know. Shout out to them wards out there, man. Man, we feeling good. We feeling great. Told you another day. My office hours are 9 to 5. Open the goddamn window. What movie is that from? Let's see who knows their movies. My office hours are 9 to 5. Open the goddamn window. What movie is that from? We having another great show, another great day. Appreciate you guys for coming true. Man, oh my gosh. Y'all be knowing y'all move. Night like this. Raindrop. Like, motherfucker had a common cold trying to sing. I still got it, baby. Hey, bro. That's our old media looking like Eddie Kane Jr. Night like this. I wish raindrop fall. Hey, bro. I wish you would fall right now. This shit sucks. This is horrible. This is the worst singing I've ever goddamn. Damn, it feels good to be new media. So, let's jump right into the content. Smash the like button. The Real is back. I told you this is just another day for us, another week. They're crying. They was crying in there. They was crying. We knew we had when Anthony Joshua, when he got hurt, we knew they was crying in there. Because I told them perhaps, you know, in the 7 reasons, I told them what's gonna happen. And they was crying in there, bro. They want it to stop. They're like, no, talk about something else. Nope. No. And the views keep coming. So why would I talk about something else? We keep doing views. So people want to talk about. You want me to switch to talk about Triple G's versus bakery rolls? Is that it? Huh? I'm supposed to talk about jelly rolls or whatever the fuck is going on. What? I told you it's new media. They're like, the hottest topic right now is Anthony Joshua getting the brakes beat off him by Andy Ruiz. Why would I just stop talking about that to talk about you want to talk about some delis and donut shops and shit, bro. Triple G versus Roll, that's what I'm supposed to. We getting all the views, all the money, all the super chat, and you want me to stop to talk about a goddamn apple fritter. Man, y'all got me fucked up, bro. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop all the cash flow, all the fans, all the new media being like having fun for yo ass. Block Tyler's ass immediately. AJ was robbed. The Black Champ. Why would they rob AJ? AJ didn't do nothing. Let AJ play basketball. Why is AJ playing basketball in the hood? The Black Champ. No. Oh my God. They cry. They just saying whatever, bro. Why would AJ shoot that brick? He's in the hood. Maybe he can buy a brick. Maybe he can start drug dealing with all them bricks. Why is AJ in the hood? Like, these motherfuckers. Bro, the Black, they're really like hurt. Like, listen, I hate to say it. I hate to be the one that told you. Andy Ruiz Jr. is the king. You're the king of New York. Andy Ruiz is the king of the UK. It's it until the rematch. Andy Ruiz is the king of the UK, bro. He's a UK king because whatever he did to all y'all motherfuckers in the comments, bro, Andy Ruiz is the king of the UK. That's it. United Kingdom. This motherfucker Ruiz got y'all. It's like, They just saying whatever now. Like, you see how this shit? They like, yeah, Anthony Joshua wanted to lose. You know, this was fixed. He wanted to lose. Bro, they are really just saying whatever. We see who the real boxing fans are. And I'm not saying the UK. That's not directed at the UK, but I'm just talking about the man fans, bro. They are just really saying whatever. It's a fixed fight and stuff. Listen, I believe in some of the things that, like, I feel he was maybe did have a panic attack, anxiety attack, right? Right? And I'll tell you more about that in this video. But that's no excuse. You have to compose yourself as a champion. So don't ever feel twisted. Like, don't get it twisted and say I'm like taking away credit for Andy Ruiz. Motherfucker, I picked him. And a lot of y'all didn't pick him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away. I'm just going off of what the fuck I seen. Joshua was like, like he was just look like the whole scene and setting was just like had him bugged out, spaced out. That's just what I seen. But it's again, he's a gold medalist. He should be used to traveling and big crowds and, you know, bro. J-Dog, hold me down, son. Hey, I gotta get my man J-Dog. Hey, J-Dog, hold me down, dude. Listen, didn't we tell them? Like, remember all of this stuff a year and a half ago, roughly? They were saying, oh yeah, AJ's the king of boxing. He sells 90,000 in stadiums. Bro, 80,000, 90,000, 70,000. People in America that were reasonable, such as myself, said bravo, but it's different. 80, 90,000 over there with cheaper ticket prices ain't the same as, you know, a lesser crowd here. They're not doing the same live gates. They're not generating the same money. You know, you're just going for the stadium feel, the stadium, the atmosphere and stuff, but they definitely ain't generating more money with AJ versus Takham versus, you know, Mayweather versus Conor, Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather versus this, Pacquiao versus Mayweather. You know, we knew that, right? And we tried to tell them. And then all this talk about stadiums and 70, 80, 90,000, how come it took a crowd of unreleased numbers, but we'll say 15 to 17,000 since they haven't released the actual attendance that I've seen from any credible source. So I'll just guesstimate, you know, I don't know. They said it was a sellout, whatever. So 15 to 19,000 people, and Joshua looked more shook than having 80,000, 90. Because like I told you, like King Corleone and J-Dog and the shooters and new media told you, it is different. It is different. How Joshua perform well in front of 80,000 people, but then look spooked? He looked spooked in front of far lesser people. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel me? You know, there was a lot less people, and he looked a lot more nervous. That's what I seen. And the funny thing is this: there are so many people from the States, from Mexico, from the UK, all talking about this performance because it made, you know, went viral. I told you Joshua would go viral, but not for the same reason as Wilder. I said he can go viral if he loses or something. I literally said these words, and it happened. I predicted this shit in Tupacalypse, and for once I was down with niggas that felt good in the hood being around a nigga. And for the first time, everybody let go, and the streets was death row. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. I predicted this shit in Tupacalypse. Now it's Death Row East. Believe in that. Now you have people from all around the world commenting, giving their 2 cents, and people even from the UK, they saying, Joshua, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go in that immediate rematch. Even from the UK, Amir Khan, he knows a thing or two about getting knocked out because he's been knocked out. He knows a thing or two about the Olympics because he's been to the Olympic. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, yeah, I don't know why Joshua would want the immediate rematch, you know, because I have speed, but Joshua, you know, he's saying that Dave Caldwell, you know, he said, oh, yeah, immediate rematch is dangerous as fuck. Hey, Ego, my little brother said he don't like your channel. Man, fuck you and your little brother. Block him. The fact that you even said some stupid shit like that. Block Martin Reyes. Your whole family get it. Don't watch me then. Who says some stupid shit? Yeah, my brother doesn't like you. Okay, now, you know, bye. Get Martin Reyes out of here. The whole Reyes family getting it. All the Reyes. This motherfucker talking about, "Hey, my brother, my little brother doesn't like you." Okay, what the fuck? We talking boxing, you just randomly said that. You gotta go. Fuck is that, bro? They want to hate so bad, bro. You see? Oh, I have a newborn. He hates your voice. Like, I'm the stream king, bro. It's just what it is. My newborn hates the sound of your voice. He cries every time he hears you. What type of shit is this, bro? I'm trying to talk boxing. Yeah, my little brother. These motherfuckers is petty. They say I'm petty. Fuck. These motherfuckers is petty. I'm in the midst of talking about boxing, breaking it down. My little brother, he says you're a poo-poo head. Like, man, fuck you and your little brother. It's still, man, it's still Death Row East. What you talking about, bro? Hey, shooters, did y'all get rid of the Reyes family? Get all the Reyes out of here. The mom, the dad, all of them. They can all leave. I don't care. You're not finna stop this. What type of shit? I told you, old media is desperate. They just saying whatever. They just grasping that air. My little brother doesn't like you. My little brother, he's in the third grade. Man, fuck him. That's why the motherfucker got eat glue and shit. The motherfucker got straight F's. No, he's still at the point where he's getting letter grades. That motherfucker got U's on his report card. Unsatisfactory. Motherfuckers grades U's all across the board. Like, what you do in English? U, math, U. That motherfucker still getting them grades. He got a U for unsatisfactory. The fuck is you talking about, bro? That shit is unsatisfactory what he doing in that classroom. He need to stop eating glue. Stop. Stop playing with me, yo. Y'all gotta stop playing, man. It's new media. Stop playing, man. You got them U's on your report card. You unsatisfactory. Unbelievable. You got U for unbelievable. Unsatisfactory. Unappealing. That's the motherfucker grade. U. Man, yeah, fuck you and your brother. Mozzie voice. Let's get it. See, I know La Raza fuck with me. He said, I'm Mexican, I fuck with ego. Let's get it. We the stream kings. Anywho, they desperate as fuck. I just thought that was funny, so I distracted from what we were talking about. But anyway, you got people all around the world. Smash the like button. I told you I got the livest live stream. We done the livest game. All around the world. Amir Khan, he's like, oh no, yeah, why would Eddie Hearn pull the trigger on the immediate rematch? I think Joshua should take some tune-ups. David Price, another person, heavyweight from Britain, from the UK, he just said the same thing. He's making a mistake fighting immediate rematch. Why would your own country? See, when I say this stuff, I'm a hater. I hate so-and-so. But a person who's been there, done that, and David Price, he's talking about massive risk. Massive. If he goes back into the Andy Ruiz rematch of media, massive risk. But when I say the same shit, I'm a bloody yank and a fucking shit house Dulsa and piece of shit and all types of proper wank bullshit cunt slacking me off with, why I got to be all that, bro? Why I got to be all that extra shit? A fucking slag hunter, chicken bang. Like, why I got to be all that? Because I'm, and yo people too, Wilder voice. They saying the same shit after me. But when I say I'm a proper cunt, ain't I? In it. See, man, I told you, it's Death Row East. This is the regime. You guys got yourself into something you couldn't get out of. You couldn't control. It's still Death Row East. It's a regular day for us. Nobody else is bugged out. This to me, I don't have like personal disdain for fighters and all this extra shit. But this was good to boxing. It's good to boxing because it teaches boxing as a lesson. Massive risk. Stop underrating people and not really breaking down the fight. DAZN, egregious. The whole breakdown, they gave Andy Ruiz like no chance. Like they found a motherfucker at 7-Eleven and just put him in the ring. Oh, you want me to talk about this fight? I mean, everyone knows Josh was gonna knock him out. They were talking like straight up casuals. I'm like, what? That's why I had to represent for Cali. I had to represent for this Death Row East. I had to represent for New Media. I'm like, 7 reasons, bro. And this was before that. But the telecast, like Sergio Mora, all these people now, the Latin snake, Sergio Mora. He didn't throw his Latin homie no type of looks. And I don't believe that he should, based on him being Latin, both people being Latin or Hispanic. But the thing is, if you really know Andy Ruiz and you really study the game, you would know this was a bad style matchup for Joshua. So it's not about just like, oh yeah, some Latino brotherhood or some shit. It's about calling it fair. And they didn't do that. Sugar Ray Leonard, he didn't do that. He was like, oh, Andy Ruiz, what could he do to win? He got to go in there and fight. He got to throw a punch. Oh my God, bro. Like, what type of commentary is this from former fighters? Like, real talk. Former fighters. And the insightful breakdown is, oh, what can Ruiz do to win versus Joshua? He got to breathe. That's the first thing. He need oxygen. Like, everybody need. This ain't no breakdown, bro. He got to throw a punch. He can't win if he don't throw a punch. Like, this is like elementary school stuff. Anyone could have said that. You could pay me. See, got racks on racks. Pay me racks. I could do that. He got to throw a punch. No shit. We gonna bite him and fucking eyebrow staring contest. We know he got to throw a punch. They didn't give them man no type of look, and it was criminal. I told you guys. I'm like, it's criminal. I'm like, why? Because they built. This is what they do in boxing. They keep building up these fighters and the hype, and then Joshua looks the part, bro. This was, mark my words, this is the worst thing that could have happened to Joshua's brand and Eddie Hearn and DAZN and Matchroom. Here's why. It's not just that he lost. It's how he lost. You lost every round, and even the round where you did good and released a hellacious combination. Andy Ruiz came back like, okay, I'm do this for Miklo. He was representing for the light-skinned Mexicans. He was representing. He threw that Miklo left hook, and he responded, bro. That blood in, blood out shit. Fuck that, So that, for that reason, it's not that he lost. It's how he lost. That's one thing. But two, I told you guys going in, the pressure was on Joshua because of the perception. I called this shit down the middle. The perception wasn't going to look bad, or it wasn't going to look right. You got a muscle-bound Anthony Joshua who's 6'6". He towers over most people, especially Andy Ruiz. You got a motherfucker eating Snickers and salsa and all types of bullshit, before the fight. And the perception, that just makes the perception look bad, bro. Like, how did this guy, and it just reaffirms this sweet science is just that. It's a science. It's not like who has the biggest pecs and biceps and extra ass shit like that. So the perception made it even worse. That's why it's coming down for Eddie Hearn. That's why it's coming down for Joshua, because it's not just that he lost, it's how he lost. It's not just that he lost to a heavyweight, which could happen. It's he looked like he lost to what people are considering an incapable heavyweight, because they're like, oh, it looked like he just got off the couch, ha 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 ha. Oh, he just eats popcorn. But Andy Ruiz told TMZ the other day, they said, oh yeah, what do you think about the memes? People say, oh, I'm not working on my core and all that, ha ha ha. And Andy Ruiz is like, I bust my ass, I work hard. He said, no, you still got to do the work. You still got to do push-ups. He said, a lot of people judge me. They still judging him on his body, bro. Why are you still what is the point? What is the basis? Why are you guys still talking about this man's body, and he just took the guy who looks like Mr. Olympia and he took him to school? And that goes to show you, this is why I make money in the game, bro, off of dumbass casual shit like that. These motherfuckers are still talking about his body. Still. But we know who he'd rather be at the end of that fight. Andy Ruiz. The motherfucker was getting chon right after, because he was the man. And y'all still talking about, oh yeah, I stopped working on your core and all this, haha, it's cool, it's cute, it's funny. But the person that looked like, tiny Zeus Lister and shit, he's the one that lost. So that it just shows you that boxing is not comprised of that. So it's not just that he lost, it's how he lost. And it's who he lost to from the perspective and the perception of fans. You lost to a motherfucker eating Snickers and it looked like you don't have no cheat meals. That's how it looks to people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I said, if you lost to Wilder, he knocking out everybody. If you lost to Gerald Miller, that motherfucker 317. This was the worst person to lose to. No disrespect to Andy Ruiz, because like I said, I told you get scrapped. But I'm saying for perception, he's a little pudgy dude, short, short arms. Like I said, anything else would have been, from a perception view, more justifiable. If he got stopped by Gerald Miller, the motherfucker throws a lot of punches and he's 317 pounds. And he's 6'4" and a half, so he's not as short and all that. This was the worst thing. If he lost to Tyson Fury, same thing. The motherfucker 6'9", 6'10", can box, and we've seen his catalog. This was the worst thing that could have happened to him. This is why old media, I told you. See, look. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Craig, live. Live to fight another day. That's what I'm saying. That's when Craig beat up Debo, Debo, yeah. Shut up. Remember he slapped Nia Long the fuck down in the street? Hey, Debo, that's a female. But Andy Ruiz didn't use no brick. He didn't use no brick. He used them bricks in his hand, bro. Bro, what if someone built like just look at the perception. This made it the worst possible perception out of relevant current names in the heavyweight division. Because what if you see someone built like Ronnie Coleman, and then he goes to bench press, and then he's hitting 400, and he's struggling a little bit. He's benching 400, and then the guy come out looking like Christian Bale in The Machinist, and he's like looking all sucked up and shit, and then he just throw up 400 and go up to 450 hella easy. That won't let Ronnie Coleman this big and shit, and then Christian Bale from The Machinist just came in and said, and threw the shit up. That's what the perception is. That's why. So it's an uphill battle. And, that immediate rematch, it's a do or die now. Do or die. Remember that group? PIMP, all the G, but logically, it's that do or die that pimp pro shit, bro. You putting it all in. You put it all in. You putting all in on the line now. Now Eddie Hearn, and this is, listen, I don't know what they doing in the UK right now, but what I do know is the methodology that Eddie Hearns and Anthony Poe Pimp, PIMP, y'all foolish. Yeah, crucial conflict. Do or die, Poe Pimp, Twister. I got a cock in low for the pop. Kill a motherfucker. Gotta hit him in the heart with the heaters. Let me stop, bro. I'm trying not to laugh. But okay, the other thing is this. What Team Joshua is doing, smash the like button, bro. You guys got to smash the like button. It's real in the field. Eddie Hearn just did an interview with my man Kendrick. He was working with Fight Hub. They're promoting Maurice Hooker and Jose Ramirez. Right? Whatever Team Joshua is doing, to me, it's kind of making it worse. You get me? It's making it worse because they keep trying to distance themselves from the rumors, right? They keep like this, Joshua was hurt in sparring, and the rumors that, Joshua had a meltdown or anxiety, panic attack. But they won't stop talking about it. Like, your accents aren't needed, bro. Block him. M27. You have no voice here. Block M27. You gonna tell me how to run my shit, bro. Shout out to Chicago. Crucial Conflict. Yeah. All them fast rappers. Twista, Crucial Conflict, The Brat, Do or Die, Shauna.
Andy's a well-schooled fighter, and his confidence is going to go through the roof for this week. I hope that he just eats too many Snickers and puts on too much weight and doesn't come back with the same desire.
That's some hating ass shit what Eddie Hearn just said, bro. He says, I hope Andy Ruiz, this is how you know they're worried about the rematch. He just said, I hope Andy Ruiz puts on too much weight, eats too many Snickers, and comes back with no desire, like unmotivated. Bro, this reeks of desperation, bro. That's hating. I hope Andy Ruiz, like joking or, like Eminem said, I joke when I say I'm the best in the booth, but a lot of truth is said in jest. There's a lot of truth said in jest. He just said, even if he's going to claim, oh, it's British humor and all this bullshit, there's a lot of truth said in jest. He just said, I hope, he said the rematch is going to be difficult. I hope Andy Ruiz eats too many Snickers, gains a lot of weight, and comes back with no desire. Come on, bro. That's like the Dave Chappelle haters ball shit, you know? Hate it.
Andy's a well-schooled fighter, and his confidence is going to go through the roof for this week. I hope that he just eats too many Snickers and puts on too much weight and doesn't come back with the same desire. But
bro, he said, I hope he just eats himself out of, like, he want him to be really on some Buster Douglas shit, bro. That shows fear. That's what I'm saying. All the shit that Joshua's team is doing, whether you trying to portray it as joking or whatever, it reeks of fear. It reeks of, listen.
Winner. So Josh has got to work hard. He's got to realise what he did wrong, and he's got Josh
on the wrong end of history. Like you say, you're a part of history, but on the wrong end.
I wanted to. It was an unbelievable honour for me to promote an event at Madison Square Garden. I put on a really deep card. I wanted to give the fans value for money, and we chose Andy Ruiz because we knew he was tough. We knew he'd give AJ a great fight. We hoped, and I didn't expect that he'd beat him, but he was fantastic. All these things.
Just told on himself. He says, we picked Andy Ruiz. Bro, I am like forensic files in this motherfucker, bro. People tell you look for the clues. He just said, oh, don't get it twisted. We picked Andy Ruiz. We didn't think he would beat him, though. Bro, you guys said, hold on, I'm going to play it back for you. Listen.
We knew he'd give AJ a great fight. It was an unbelievable honour for me to promote an event at Madison Square Garden. I put on a really deep card. I wanted to give the fans value for money.
He's talking about what he did. They said the question was, hey, you said you want to be a part of history, but you guys end up on the wrong side of history. And he's talking about, oh, yeah, I put on a good card. That's that narcissist attitude, bro. I put on a good card. I wanted to give the fans good money. What about your fighter? What about the Joshua part? That's what the question was about, not about the event you put on in Matchroom. But anyway, that's just a sidebar.
We chose Andy Ruiz because we knew he was tough. We knew he'd give AJ a great fight. We hoped, and I didn't expect that he'd beat him, but...
We picked Andy Ruiz. We hoped, and I didn't expect that he would beat Joshua. So they are saying they knew he would he would give some rounds, and then they thought he would get knocked out. So they basically saying they tried to cherry pick him. But it came to pass, and Andy Ruiz was not just in there. So anyway, let's break it down even deeper. I told you we going real deep with this. He said we picked Andy Ruiz. And, we knew he was tough. We knew him give him a good fight, but we didn't think he would beat him. So Eddie Hearn, when Gerald Miller failed a drug test, he was telling people Luis Ortiz ducked. And they tried to give him $7 million, and they really wanted to have Luis Ortiz come in as a southpaw, which they weren't training for. And there's rumors that Joshua was getting melted or hurt in sparring camp. And he said that Luis Ortiz could have got the fight, should have got the fight, and that's what they wanted. That's what they were pushing for. but Luis Ortiz ducked. Now who believes this? You just said we picked Andy Ruiz, but we didn't think he would beat him. We knew he'd be tough, but we didn't think he would beat him. So considering the fact that Luis Ortiz has, in more recent memory, put on a more relevant performance with the Wilder shit, and he's been back on a win streak since then. He's 6'4" to Andy Ruiz is listed 6'2", and he looks shorter than that, right? He's a southpaw, which you weren't training for. He has longer arms than Andy Ruiz. And this, I'm not comparing like to insult Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. But with Eddie Hearn making this astonishing admission, we picked him, but we didn't think he would beat him. Do you honestly think with 5 weeks notice, they really wanted to fight Luis Ortiz? Because this is what you guys try to tell me. I stood 10 toes down, and you know my channel, I was never one that was like, oh yeah, you know, Luis Ortiz fucking ducked. I'm like, yeah, it looks like their teams wanted different things financially, but this is what happens when you have little time to discuss and get everyone on the same page. As soon as that happened, that was a way out. Eddie Hearn ran to the media, and that was his version of exposing Luis Ortiz, because they text an offer that never made it to contract. Then Anthony Joshua, in his, diary or whatever, Why I Lost diary by the window, he says, oh yeah, a lot changed. Gerald Miller, he failed the test, Miller, and Luis Ortiz pulled out. Bro, why would you expect me to believe what they are saying when they keep getting caught up, when it keeps getting contradicted? Anthony Joshua literally in that window video explaining his loss said that Luis Ortiz pulled out. How did he pull out and he was never actually given the fight? It never made it to a written contract. Pulling out is when you have an actual agreed contract, right? Just listen to it. You have an actual agreed contract and one person backs out of it. They just told you that they couldn't agree on the price because the team wanted different things. So how did Joshua just say that Luis Ortiz pulled out? Because they are trying to tell you what they want you to believe. The proof is in the pudding. How did Luis Ortiz fucking pull out if Eddie Hearn beforehand already told you the $6-7 million went unnoticed and they didn't want it? They wanted more money, so they said, screw you, we're going on to other candidates. So how did he pull out? You couldn't even agree on money. That's like me going to, I got to get a haircut, right? It's been a minute. And that's like me not having an appointment, and then I show up, and then the barbershop's closed, and I'm like, man, my barber flaked on me. And all we did is text, but I never had an appointment. That's different. We're talking about different things, bro. We're talking about different things. If I had an appointment for 8 p.m. and then I show up at 7:55 and then the barbershop is closed, then that means she flaked because I had a scheduled appointment at 8 p.m. and that person wasn't there to cut my hair. But if I talk and discuss getting a possible haircut and then it never leads to a committal, anything committed, then how can I say my barber, flaked on me? It doesn't make sense. Beyond that, looking how the moment looked too big for Joshua, hearing all these rumors about the sparring, who believes now that Luis Ortiz would have been a good fit and shoe-in late notice? Right? Even Sky Sports' own people, who was it? Johnny Nelson. He said, I'm glad he didn't fight Luis Ortiz. It's on tape. The UK got all these tapes. It's on the YouTube. He said, I'm glad he didn't fight Luis Ortiz. That's not showing you take last minute notice. You got to prepare and have a dedicated training camp to him. And then now Eddie Hearn is saying, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, we knew he'd be tough and we picked him, but we didn't think he would beat him. He's telling you. He just told on himself. We picked him because we thought he'd be tough and, give a good account of himself. And then they thought he was going to get knocked out. They underestimated the man. How many more times do I have to show you? How many times do I have to explain this? And the more they keep doing this, the worse it gets, because now there's just constant backpedaling.
The only thing that's annoyed me a little bit coming out of the fight is that we knew he'd give AJ a great fight. We hoped, and I didn't expect that he'd beat him, but he was fantastic. All these things the only thing that's annoyed me a little bit coming out of the fight is that everyone's like, oh, Joshua wasn't right. Joshua got hurt in sparring. Joshua had a panic attack. It's all rubbish. Just give Andy Ruiz his props. You know, he was fantastic that night.
Okay, so he just said the only thing that bothered me and annoyed me was after the fact, after Joshua lost, there were people saying he had a panic attack. People saying he got hurt in sparring. Damage control. If you, as a cohesive team, know he lost on his own merit, then why do they keep explaining to the public, telling the public that he didn't have a panic attack, that he wasn't hurt in sparring, and he was 100% healthy? Why do you feel then? Joshua already said, listen, guys, I'm by the window. I didn't have no panic attack. You guys know me. No panic attack. Joshua, I won. And, Andy Ruiz, he's the better man, blah, blah, blah. So they've already said this. Adam Smith was talking about it on Sky Sports. He's like, oh, yeah, so I don't think the panic attack thing was real. Why would, if you know in your heart that none of these rumors are true, why do they keep responding to it? Why do they keep feeling the need to say they didn't have no panic attack? Like, we already heard Adam Smith say it was allegedly false, and Joshua. That's what makes it feel like it was actually some truth to it, or 100% real. Because why would you feel the need to keep telling people and like instill that in their head that it didn't happen? Because beyond that, none of that matters. What happened in training camp? So it's like they don't want that out, because that gives Andy Ruiz maybe confidence. Like, damn, he was getting worked over in sparring, or the moment was getting too big and the pressure was getting to him, or, some legal shit. Because if he had a concussion and then they sent him out to fight, they don't want to get in trouble for sending their fighter who possibly got banged out, before the fight. It doesn't make sense. Like, you know how many slanderous things people say about me? Do you understand this? You understand how many things people say about me, bro? People come in here, oh, ego's gay. No disrespect to no gay person, but that's not my sexual preference. I don't get on here, man, I'm not gay. Man, I kissed a girl last week. I kissed a girl and I like it. And playing Katy Perry in the background. Joshua is saying, oh yeah, Andy Ruiz won, and it was all me. It's me. And then he was like wearing a shirt that said, no excuses, no apologies. Bro, it's like they're trying to drill this and force us to believe it. And when you do stuff with that type of force, it seems forced and it doesn't sound real. If someone said, yo, ego's gay, what? Like, what do I got to do to? No, man, I'm not, man. I butt fucked a girl the other day. Like, who? Why would I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got to explain no shit like that, bro. I don't give a fuck what someone's saying about me like that. Because I know what they won't do, and that show you proof. So why does Team Joshua keep trying to make it, oh yeah, no apology, guys. Look at my shirt. No apologies, no excuses. Andy Ruiz just beat me fair and square. It seems like a cover-up because they doing too much. They keep saying, Eddie Hearn just said, the only thing that annoyed me was people keep saying this and that, and this happened to sparring and a panic attack. Why would that annoy you? You have bigger fish to fry, the rematch. You got it, it doesn't change the fact that Joshua lost all his belts and all that, and how it was a poor night for Matchroom. Why would that be the thing that irritates you? I'm telling you, people tell on themselves. Y'all just don't look for it. Why would that annoy you? Like, if you were dating a girl and then you broke up, and then she's telling people that you were domestic, you were beating her, you were abusing her, domestic violence, right? And no charges were coming down on you or anything. It's not like you were getting arrested or nothing. And it's not true. Would you be going like on Facebook, hey, I did not beat her and da 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 da? And would you be going out of your way to tell people how much you weren't beating her and how you only love, or would you just let people say what they say? You know what I'm saying? or if you broke up with your girl, or she broke up with you because you were cheating, and she running around telling all her friends that you a fucking cheater, and if you know that was a lie and you didn't cheat, would you be going around? I did not cheat on Lisa. I didn't fucking cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you have to go so hard to, you're not getting arrested for it or anything. It's not like criminal charges are being pressed. So why would that bother you? Out of all things, like, despite him just losing and having to regroup in 4 or 5 months, that's what irritates you so much, is that people are, lying and saying you got beat. And the thing is, the reason is Joshua, the rumors of like this have come out in the past. They said Daniel Dubois and David Price. He came out and outright said it. So that I can't believe none of this type of stuff because it's all contradictory. Shout out to Mr. AGR, but ego. It just shows the quote image is what is important to them to protect, not AJ's boxing legacy. See, you said it. Now, with that in mind, that's what I said. Until they abandon this type of behavior, even in this interview, he's acting as if he's in the driver's seat. He's like, oh, yeah, we picked Andy Ruiz. Because the question was something like, oh, Andy Ruiz said he wants to fight in Mexico or in Cali. And, what's up with that? And he was like, come on, Box, you're a smart guy. We picked Andy Ruiz. We won it in the UK. But unless you outline that in the contract, which remains to be seen because obviously we don't have the contract, you're not in the driver's side anymore. Unless you protected yourself with imminent and descriptive clauses, then you're not in the driver's side. What don't they understand? That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel there's this arrogant air and almost like a narcissistic, omnipotent, dastardly nose in the air type of attitude with Eddie and Barry Hearns and Team Joshua. They're acting like they won the fight, like they had a good performance. Like, oh, we want the fight in the UK. But again, if you didn't put that descriptively because you didn't think he was going to beat you, then you're screwed. Because everything's not on your terms anymore. It's not on your terms anymore, but they're acting like it's still on their terms, We want the fight in the UK. Okay, what does Andy Ruiz want? He's a champ. He said dastardly. You guys know what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why Joshua, people couldn't get jiggy to the image that they built for him, because they gave him this image of like perfection. This image of like, he's just, they made him look robotic. They didn't make him look like a real person. And now it's coming back to bite him. Like Joshua, that's what I'm saying. Like Joshua, after that like embarrassing loss, he got to wear a shirt that says, hey guys, look at my shirt. No excuses, no apologies. Like, bro, that's cringy. That's cringe. Shout out to Perfectly Normal Psycho, $5 super chat. It's equally annoying to see fans seeing how happy AJ seems since he lost his belt. He's damn near happier than Andy. It's because he got a burden released off of him. That's what I'm saying. You got to respect that man. If maybe that's where his head's at. Maybe he didn't want this anymore. And then, now that it's all over because Andy Ruiz took it from him, maybe he's not the same. And Eddie Hearn don't care about none of that. He's just like, nah, we got to try to get them belts back. We got to try to get the power back. Sad. But at the end of the day, Joshua, he got to stand up for himself. And if he's not willing to do that as a grown man, then that's his business. If you let people... Look. Showing the shirt. Bro, look at that. Bro, he made a That's why it feels like whoever. That's why whoever made this, they got him like this image that they're giving him is just making it look crazy, bro. It's just making it look crazy. You started an Instagram live stream zoomed in on your shirt and your chest, and then it has words that we're supposed to read. No apologies, no excuses. Come on, man. That feels natural. Honestly. Guess what? I have a shirt on right now with writing y'all didn't even know. Look, everyone has a plan. Look, y'all didn't even know that. Y'all didn't even know what the fuck my shirt was because it wasn't about my shirt. I wasn't like, hey, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth, Y'all didn't even know what the fuck was on my shirt. Joshua literally started an Instagram live stream from New York basketball courts in Harlem, and the first thing shown is his shirt with words in big Under Armour lettering, Times New Roman and shit, font size 82, and it said, hey guys, no apologies, no excuses. Bro, they're trying to do damage control on the brand, and it looks really, really bad because it's like cringe. It doesn't feel natural. It feels like you're like, what it reminds me of? An infomercial. You know what I'm saying? When they have like some new cleaning, carpet cleaner or some shit, they'll have some dumbass shit. Are you tired of spilling coffee on your carpet? And then the guy's just walking. He's like, starts fumbling out of nowhere. He starts fumbling coffee, and then they just show the whole cup fall directly on the carpet, or wine and shit. Are you tired of spilling wine on your coffee? Oh, sorry. Get the new Carpet Simp 2000. The new Carpet Simp. It feels like those infomercials, there's always scenarios and shit that don't happen. Like damn, you just poured the wine, like the full ass wine glass on the carpet and shit. The ShamWow. Like, stop. That's what Joshua damage control looked like, bro. Hey guys, no apologies. Like me for me, because I'm taking the loss like a man, and I'm making no excuses and no apology. Like, that is, it doesn't have to be that like deliberate. Like, it's just really, it feels really weird and forced, and I don't know. I'm not digging it. And then the same thing, they're like, oh yeah, I did not have a panic attack. Okay, we heard Joshua say it. Then Eddie Hearns is saying it. Why do you care? Like, that's all I want to know. He says, what really annoys me is that people keep saying Joshua had a nervous breakdown, right? That he had a nervous breakdown, he got hurt in sparring. Why would, out of all things, why would that be heavy on your mind? No excuses, no apologies. That's what I'm saying, bro. It doesn't seem right, and it doesn't seem real. I don't know who the fuck is encouraging this stuff. Somebody in his team should stop. And that's why I told you, this new media shit is real. We already have a running paper trail of what everybody says in boxing. We got shooters, we got channel members, we got daily videos, we got, interviews, we got our own footage, I can cite and source out footage. It's over for old media. I told you just got to be real. And I told you that in America, it's different. Them games, UK might be a nice tight-knit community, but you're not going to come to America, like saying I'm going to take over on some disrespectful hype, like, and then force feed us Joshua, who, his personality seems kind of stiff, or maybe that's who he's being coached to be, or whatever. I don't know him. I don't know the deal. But it just looks bad. It's like a movie that could have been good with bad writing. Like, man, this is a good like concept, but the execution didn't really make like for real. Just look at how other fighters take losses, and I know different people are different, but Joshua, the heavyweight champion, he was in New York. He's like, listen, he's been in Miami and New York for the whole last part of his camp. He randomly decides after he loses everything to go to a basketball court in Harlem to shoot ball. And then in it says, "Oh yeah, I don't play b-ball. I don't even like b-ball. I'm not good at b-ball." If that don't feel forced, I don't know what does. So you're not good at basketball, b-ball. So you just randomly decide to step in and pop in, and it's just like, it seems like PR shit. It's like me getting damage control, like me getting in trouble with I said some hate speech, and then now I'm serving turkey dinners at the homeless shelter. That's what it feels like. Like, why don't we know you for serving turkey dinners at the homeless shelter? You get what I'm saying? You just randomly decide. You wait till you lose everything, and then you randomly do it. It just feels forced. It's like trying to show everyone, I'm okay, guys. Look, I'm shooting b-ball with others. I'm interacting with humans. It's like when your parents tell you to go outside and play, and you really want to stay in and play video games. That's AJ. He seems like almost socially awkward outside of his immediate circle. You know what I'm saying? You really, you don't want to. Your parents like try to convince you to go out. Yeah, why don't you go run around? Your friends are playing out, and you just want to stay in and play video games and shit. So it seems unnatural when AJ's doing it. Oh yeah, I'm throwing up bricks. I'm hitting backboards, but I don't play b-ball. But I came to a b-ball hoop court. What? That's like me. That's like me doing a live, wearing a shirt about like, yeah, keep your head up and all this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm at the CoreFit gym. I don't do CoreFit, but I'm at the CoreFit gym. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Are you signing up? Like, what? Who more awkward, AJ or Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi's not that awkward. His laugh, I don't even know where you sitting. What the fuck was that? Donkey of the day, Charlemagne looking at? What the fuck? That's them braids, bro. That's that braids. I don't play b-ball. I came to b-ball. Bro, I don't believe none of this stuff. I don't believe none of it. Eddie Hearn talk about the thing that aggravates me or irritates me is people saying Joshua got hurt in sparring. Why would you care about that? If you guys keep denying it, and there's NDAs anyway, so it's not like it's probably going to come out, without legal ramifications, So, that your secret is safe with whoever, if that did in fact happen. Why would you even care about something like that? He said the only thing that bothered me about the loss was that people keep saying Joshua was acting weird and Joshua was having a panic attack and he got hurt in sparring. Why would that bother you? Freudian slip, bro. I don't care what no one says. The more they talk about it, the more it's making me believe there's some truth to it or the whole thing is true. Why would that be your focus? As opposed to say, man, Joshua got to go back in there and do the damn thing. Cheerio. You keep talking about, listen, guys, I didn't have the panic attack. There was no panic attack. You guys know me. I don't panic. Like, okay, bro. And then now Eddie Hearn saying, oh, that's the thing that bothered me. It just doesn't feel good. But anyway, there's people in AJ's own backyard, and they're telling him the immediate rematch is very risky. Dave Caldwell, Amir Khan, David Price. These guys boxed, trainers. 2 of them have been knocked out and, had to come back. David Price is the guy I literally said as an example. New media is getting so right, and they just keep getting wronger. David Price, literally the example I gave with Tony Thompson. He ran so if anyone knows the dangers of an immediate rematch, it's David Price because he went into one. And then Khan knows about, like, he's been knocked out and had to bounce back, so he knows about that. And he didn't fight Danny Garcia to this day. He never rematched Danny Garcia. He never rematched Canelo, Bradis Prescott, because those are all dangerous fights. So he knows about getting knocked out and having to rebuild. They really putting Joshua on a tightrope. And with all this extra stuff, it's not looking good. Joshua missed a layup, bro. He's 6'6", and I don't even know if the hoop court he was at in Harlem was regulation, and he missed like a layup, and just laughed. Like he shot like like 6 air balls and backboard shots, and then he went for a layup, and then he missed the layup. I think he might be too strong or something for the ball. That motherfucker was throwing it like he was trying to throw it to the Silver Surfer in the sky or some shit. That motherfucker, like you have to have like you have to have that release that, you know, to get them buckets. You have to splash. That motherfucker, like, damn, this is not a shot put, motherfucker. He shot the basketball like a shot put. Fuck what y'all talking about. That motherfucker. Somebody said that boy was shooting for the sun, not the. This is not what they meant when Tupac said above the rim, motherfucker. That motherfucker shot like realistically above the rim, birdie and shit. That motherfucker shot at the backboard. They lost their ball and shit. It's in the trees and shit. Oh, media is so hurt right now, and this is what they do. I know the routines because it happens after every major fight, or when they get something this wrong, they try to hurry up and switch the subject. They try to jump on some other band. No, you said Joshua was number 1 in the division, and he was the A side, and nobody deserved to breathe his same air, and 50-50 was ridiculous. They know how wrong they're put. I promise you, they're probably talking about Tyson Fury. You know, they weren't talking about Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz, right? But they're going to be, oh, yeah, Tyson's the best. So we all knew Tyson Fury was the best. These dudes have no shame. They have no shame. They'll really argue for a year plus on one subject, and then when it doesn't, they'll abandon AJ or whoever the fighter is, Mikey Garcia. When it's revealed, once it's revealed, they act like they knew. They act like they put out 7 reasons. It's sad, bro. Oh yeah, man. We already knew AJ, you know, had his own flaws and difficulties, and you know Tyson. We already knew Tyson Fury is the best. No, it's not what you said. Don't try, bro. You guys can't allow this. I work too damn hard. New media. You guys can't allow this. I'm talking about. See, it's okay to be wrong. We're all wrong. I'm wrong. You're wrong. You know, our parents have been wrong. That's okay. But I'm talking about how wrong they were. How wrong they were. That's the thing. Like I said, it's not even just that Joshua lost. It's who he lost to, the perception of who he lost to, and how he lost. That is what's important here. You look like a bodybuilder, and you lost to a motherfucker who's eating Snickers and bragging about it. That was the worst possible thing. That was the worst possible thing, because the perception is like Arnold Schwarzenegger will beat Rick Ross. Just the perception. You see him dedicated to the gym and in shape. That's how people think. They think that fights are like that. You know, you would think Alistair Overeem would beat, you know, Country Roy, Big Roy, just off looking at. That's how people think. You lost to a motherfucker that was heating up a Hot Pocket before he got his hands wrapped. That's how people are looking at it. So it's the worst. It's the worst thing that could have happened. They're not looking at, oh, it was only 5 weeks. And even the people that are looking at it, that makes it worse for him too. That makes it worse because, damn, you had a 16-week camp to his 5-week camp. Bro, this is damage control city. Living just enough for the city. And it looked like he quit. I'm telling y'all. Bro, my streams are so popping. I just seen a motherfucker advertising a Godzilla stream. What? King Kong ain't got shit on me. Like, bro, my shit's is so popping. They advertising Hollywood movies and shit, but we don't do them illegal streams. Y'all go buy that. Go to the, you know, You're not advertising no illegal shit to make it look like I'm running some illegal ring of streams. Hell no, bro. I just seen a motherfucker get clapped for hosting the Godzilla. Really weird. AJ gonna move to Florida and retire in Miami Guard. Bro, that's what I'm saying. He didn't know what he was doing, bro. Like, he really came out to one of the worst. Like, Miami just don't seem like the place you want to dial in and focus. You know? And see, and I used to live in the UK. Bro, we used to get snowed in. Like, the school would call and say, hey, don't even bother showing up. Real talk. It's cold out there. So that people who dealing with the UK inclement weather and shit and the cold, going to Miami like that's probably a vacation. Because y'all don't get that type of weather for that long like Miami. You know? Just was doomed from the start. David Hayes trained there too. Yeah, because these UK boys, like, some of them don't know the geography. They're going to the places that is, like, known about cities and shit, where Scarface was. What you trying to be, Scarface? AJ like, me, that's who. I'm going to fight Andy Ruiz, man. Huh? Okay. Another Quelo? Like, are you trying to be Scarface? Like, that's what I'm saying. They don't understand. They don't understand. The other thing you got to understand is certain places have different level of heat and humidity, right? So if you training in UK gyms and then you try to train in Errol Spence's gym, right? You train at Errol Spence's gym in Texas, that shit different. You train in Floyd's gym in Vegas or the Porter's gym in Vegas when it's hot as fuck. Bro, I've been in the Porter's gym. I've been in the Mayweather gym. This shit is hot as fuck. And Mayweather, they be putting extras on it. Like, they, it be hot as fuck. Man, I thought I was filming in Sean Porter's gym in the Vegas summer. Thought I was finna die. I'm just filming, bro. You gotta understand stuff. That's what I'm saying. Americans, they built different. They built different just because the climate, well, Errol Spence got to do a training camp. So unless he moves to LA or, wherever there's better weather, which he hasn't, he just built his gym in Texas. That's where he's training in. So you think Joshua is built for, it's an adjustment. Just like Tyson Fury. He went to Big Bear and then he left. He went to Big Bear for part of his camp, but then he left because it was like hard to breathe and shit. And he's like, man, I don't want to finish the camp here. And I don't think he's in Big Bear for this camp. I'm telling you, this should be rough. Different climates. You got to think about all that. Joshua in Miami. That's why the Joey Daweko hurting him and dropping him in sparring, it wouldn't surprise me if that was true. Just because Joey Daweko's from Philly and he's traveled around. He's sparred with Andy Ruiz. He fought Brian Jennings as a pro, right? So he's moved around a bit. People look at losses and shit, and they look at that as like, that's experience. Whether it's a loss or not, that's experience. If you have it up here. And then you training in different climates that you might not be used to, you got to consider all that. Floyd is used to training in Vegas. He lived in Vegas, and that's where he's kept all his camps. So he's acclimated. You coming to it's weird. The UK, who is your leader? Real talk. Who is your leader? Like, who's making it? Like, who told Joshua to train in Miami for a New York fight, bro? Why? New York got different weather than Miami. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the little odds and ends shit. And especially when you're not used to it. Like Broner, he's training in probably different places like Miami and Cincinnati and Vegas for Mayweather gym or whatever. But he's been around American gyms. He knows kind of, he moved around a bit. You got AJ training in Miami for a fight in New York without knowing the ecosystem, without knowing the climate and all that. Weird decision. And all he had to do is train in the UK like he always does. Right? And then just come out 2-3 weeks ahead and acclimate. Ego, I know that you are boxing. Congrats. Can you mention Golden State part owner only getting a 1-year ban? New media, you have a voice and platform. Yeah, but I got to talk about this first. That's shit we talk about on the back end. Joshua wanted to take those Baywatch pictures. I'm done. Somebody said Baywatch. That's funny. That's funny. That's what I'm saying. So it was doomed from the start. And then Eddie Hearn, keep in mind, is pushing the immediate rematch, right? He's pushing the immediate rematch. And listen to what's being said. He said immediate rematch. He said Joshua, man.
You should take it to the UK. AJ's the sick kind of guy where he said to me a couple of days ago, you know, maybe we should do it in the garden again. I'm like, what? He went, well, that's where it went wrong. So maybe that's where I should put it right. I'm like, wow, that's an incredible attitude. I said, for me, we don't know if boxing in America was a disadvantage to you. Right? We just don't know. But
Eddie Hearn said, we don't know if boxing in America was a disadvantage to you. Oh my gosh, bro. So the one time you fight in America and then lose, now Joshua is at a disadvantage, as if Kovalev don't be fighting. He barely fight in Russia. He fought in Nathan Cleverly's backyard. He fought in closer to where Bernard Hopkins lives. He fought in Atlantic City, New Jersey, B-Hops from Philly, driving distance. He fought Jean Pascal twice in Canada. And he talking about, oh yeah, we won in the UK. We don't know if that was a disadvantage to you. Bro, it's styles make fights. Now it's because he fought in America. But he's been staying here, so he should have been in Miami's on the same time as New York. So if anything, he would be acclimated to the time. So what was the disadvantage? He'd been training in Miami.
boxing in the UK will be an advantage for you. He said, yeah, but I'm the challenger now. You know, should we bring it back home? I'm like, you're
Eddie Hearn, bro, they losing it. They lose it. He said, Joshua's like, I'm the challenger now. Maybe I should fight back in New York. He said, no, yeah, what? What about the UK? And he still think he's in the driver's seat, bro. I hope he wrote that contract right.
too nice, you know. So we got some decisions to make, and they'll come very soon.
What do you think about the attacks of Deontay Wilder and his crew on social media?
It's got no class, you know, like. And again, why do you think Wilder's stock has risen so much in the last year and a half? Number one, he's a great fighter, entertaining fighter. Number two, he's used Anthony Joshua's name as hard as he can.
He's accrediting Anthony Joshua, him for Deontay Wilder's stock rising. Bro, this is a horrible year for old media. Now he's giving Joshua credit for Wilder's stock rising. Bro, it's just horrible on so many levels. It's just horrible. They don't know what to do right now. Yeah, so he said the reasons why Wilder's stock has risen: one, he's a great fighter, and two, he used Anthony Joshua's name as hard as he could. See, this now do you see the narcissistic comments that I keep telling? So it has nothing to do with, see, bro, they want to have their cake and eat it too. Wilder got 40 fights. 42 or whatever, 41, 42, right? They constantly brought that up. Joshua especially. Oh yeah, them guys, they turned pro and blah, blah, blah. And I started boxing and blah, blah, blah. And I have 15 fights. I became a champion. I only have 20 fights. Them guys, they got 40 fights and 27 fights, right? So they talked all about that. But so Wilder's been in the game. You've already been on record admitting that he has a lot of fights or a good amount of fights because that was his individual path. Now, his stock is high, and then you're trying to attribute it to Joshua. Bro, he talked about Joshua, yes, but he was trying to fight Joshua, and y'all didn't want it. So as a result, people liked it had nothing to do with Joshua beyond that. It had something to do with people admiring Joshua or Wilder's tenacity, durability, willingness to fight Luis Ortiz, willingness to fight Tyson Fury. So you think let's just be real. What was more beneficial to Wilder's career? Talking about I want to fight Joshua, like Eddie Hearns is making it sound like he mentioned us and that's how he became a star. Or last year, him fighting Luis Ortiz, showing he had a chin, showing he could battle back even when tested, and coming back to knock out a good fighter. And then when Joshua played with him, trying to get the Joshua fight next, and when their team played with them, going into the Tyson Fury rematch. What was more beneficial? I'm not even including like making appearances at the, in the reality TV shows with his girl. I'm not even including the interview in the Final Four that did 13 million views. I'm not talking about him showing up to other people's fights where people got to see his face. I'm not talking about the fact that he's just a down-to-earth person. I'm not talking about how he represents the culture and he's not afraid to tell you that. I'm not talking about the till this day memes and speech and how he, like I said, how he represents the culture. And Eddie Hearn sitting up here trying to take credit as if mentioning Joshua, bro, it's deluded. It's delusional. Because Wilder's not the only person that mentioned Joshua, right? So why isn't everyone else's profile as big as Wilder? Why isn't Tyson Fury? He's talked shit about Joshua. He mentioned him. So why isn't his profile in America as big as Wilder's? Oh, my God. New media on that. They on your ass. They talked about Wilder every day during the fight week. That's why they dropped the ball on Ruiz. Facts. That's what I'm saying. Tables turn. This shit is crazy. He trying to give Joshua credit. And beyond all of that, beyond the talking and arguing that point, beyond all of that, who the fuck cares? What does that have to do with Joshua has to must win rematch? Like, you're talking about how Wilder came into prominence. What is that? Who cares? He got the exposure now. You get what I'm saying? Like, so what's the basis of telling, like, just so you know, blah blah blah. It's like always finding a way to interject themselves into the conversation. So it had nothing to do with Wilder knocking people out and knocking Tyson Fury down and making Luis Ortiz drool and dribble on the canvas, or knocking Dominic Brazil into, a snow angel. It has nothing to do with that. Him mentioning you was the reason, or mentioning AJ is the reason he's popping right now. Told you, desperation. Desperation. And still think they're in the driver's seat.
And all these heavyweights are making this kind of money because of Anthony Joshua and what he's done in the last 2 or 3 years. He's taken the game to another level.
So every heavyweight is making money. Bro, this is sad. He said every heavyweight is making money because of AJ. AJ didn't fight anybody. He didn't fight any of the other guys but Klitschko. And he was forgotten about a little bit because he was 41 and he looked bad with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is making more money than he's ever made because of Wilder, not AJ. Tyson Fury got the deal on the back of the Wilder fight. These dudes are simply running out of things to say. Tyson Fury put up a great performance, Wilder put up a great performance where even in adversity and being outboxed and overshooting his shots in the middle rounds, he still came with the thunder and got the 2 knockdowns, making it a draw. Right? Eddie Hearns telling you something other. He's saying the reason that all these heavyweights are making money is because of AJ. But how? They didn't even get to fight AJ. Tyson Fury didn't fight him. Wilder didn't get to fight him. Luis Ortiz didn't get to fight him. Dillian White fought him before he was a champion. So how are all these people making money because of AJ? Because they mentioned AJ or because they talked shit to AJ or didn't, talked about him? Bro, this is looking sad, sad, sad. So it had nothing to do with Wilder beating and knocking out Ortiz. Nothing to do with that. Had nothing to do with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, DAZN, and putting that fight up. Same thing with Frank Warren working with Showtime and Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman and Team Wilder and Team Fury putting on that fight. That had nothing to do with any of Eddie Hearn, anything. He had nothing. They didn't even show up to the fight. So that shows you they didn't have nothing. The biggest heavyweight fight last year, and they didn't show up. So they didn't have nothing to do with it. And now you're really going to say all the heavyweights are making money because of Joshua? Wow. Even Dominic Brazil. Joshua beat him, so he made whatever he made in that fight. Then he had to work his way back up and, work his way back up to the rankings. So what is he talking about? The heavyweight division making money because of Joshua. This is sad, people. I told you that new media shit.
So, Anthony Joshua's name as hard as he can. And all these heavyweights are making this kind of money because of Anthony Joshua and what he's done in the last 2 or 3 years. He's taken the game to another level. So, I don't really feel, AJ is not really of the school of kick someone when he's down. If Ortiz knocked out Wilder, you really think AJ would come out on social media and go,
This is funny. Now Eddie Hearn, this is clearly scramble and damage control. Now Eddie Hearn's talking about Wilder lacks class, and if this is the casual shit, if Luis Ortiz knocked out Wilder, what would happen? Why does old media have to make up make-believe scenarios to address and make all of their points? They can never just say, this happened, here's the proof it happened, here's the dialogue, here's the link, and respond to that. They always have to make these make-believe scenarios up. If Luis Ortiz were to have knocked out, the fact is he didn't even knock Wilder down. He hurt him, but he didn't knock him out. So why are we going down the path of what would have happened if? He has another opportunity, it looks like, to try to do that, but that remains to be seen. Why are we talking about what would have happened if this and that would have happened, things that clearly didn't happen? The points I'm making, like when I say, Joshua shot air balls, Joshua had homie walk up and say, hey, stop losing the fat dudes, man. What you doing? Come on. They making memes about you, son. That's not a make-believe scenario. This is why new media is the incomparable. Because I don't have to make up realities, And Joshua was the king. I deal with reality, fantasy, all that. But this is, you live in fantasies. I reject your deposit. We shook Eddie ass, now we out of the closet. Mob Deep wonder why nigga blow them out. Next time grown folks talking, nigga, close your mouth. Peep me. Man, we on that 21 gun salute. Dressed in fatigues, black jeans and boots. We disappeared in the crowd. All you seen is troop. Slow nickname Eddie, think he's live like me. Talk about it. Oh my gosh, bro. Now it's, bro, Eddie, with this attitude, this is not going to work in America. I'm telling you. With all this stuff, you have to come correct. You have to come clean, and that all this prim and proper, like, he lacks class. Motherfuckers lack class in America every day. Cut people off. Don't hold doors open. Don't say thank you when people hold doors open. This is America. Like Donald Glover said, police brutality, people getting shot with no weapon found. It's a different place. They're trying to make boxing like this UK charm school. Not everyone like that, bro. He'd be like, he lacks class. Like, people aren't gonna stop fucking with Wilder, who's putting out world star knockouts, because you keep saying he lacks class. That's what I'm saying. This uppity type attitude is not doing you any favors, because it's only separating you further. I'm trying to tell y'all how this shit works. It's like, Wilder, he just is so classless, and what, it wasn't a classy move. Like Teofimo, they try to do. Notice they try to do it to black fighters, brown fighters, or fighters who relate to the like kind of like hip hop ish urban communities. Teofimo doing all these dances and shit after he knocks people out. Oh yeah, that totally lacks class. And why would Teofimo take it there? You already stopped the man. Just go check on him, bro. You can't control people like that. I'm not black. I'm AJ. Okay. Go shine cutlery. Oh wow. You know, you can't kill somebody rep off of that type of stuff, cause Wilder he didn't even go really bad. Like if that is like offensive to you, it could get a whole lot worse, because Wilder didn't really even go in on Joshua. He went on Eddie more than he went on Joshua. If you really read his interviews and like listen to what he said I told him, his camp live from the beginning and boo boo boo. But he's like, Eddie Hearns, he didn't want to fight. And now it's fun to see him beg. That's what he was saying. He actually could have went way harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, that's why fuck yo, bitch. He didn't go hit him up like that. He just said what he felt. And that's what I'm saying. I guess in America, we don't have the same type of sympathy like in the UK. Like, oh, yeah, absolutely gutted. He took a massive risk. Like, motherfuckers that's not America. People just be like, world star. They don't be like, I'm totally gutted. I'm absolutely gutted by my performance. Massive risk. So you trying to paint Wilder out to be this villain, it's just like, oh yeah, you think if Luis Ortiz knocked out Deontay, that AJ would get on social media? Who cares? What does that have to do with anything? I ain't gonna lie, Boxingego is fun as fuck watching Eddie beg and cry. This shit make me feel like a big ass kid. Hey, look, America, we live raw. This shit is trife out here. And listen, the only people going through it like this are the people who were pushing this agenda of a bunch of shit that wasn't true. They're the only ones who are feeling so like, nah, man. Like I said, Pac told you, niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. Hey, yo, you slipping, ego. I ain't seen any 7 reasons on why Steve Rose might win tomorrow. Man, stop. 7 reasons why I might not watch that motherfucker, bro. I'll give you 7 reasons. I might be asleep, might be taking a shit. I'll give you 7 reasons why I might not even watch that shit. I don't have the zone. Like, what the fuck? I'll give y'all a whole different 7 reasons. I am not worried about that. Motherfucker own a bakery, no more Mexican style. I'll give you, I got the 7 reasons. 7 reasons I might not watch that. 7 reasons we do that. We gonna switch it up like that. 7 reasons why I might not watch Golovkin versus Rose. I got shit to do. Family first, motherfucker. Yeah, y'all get a whole different 7 reasons for that, bro. No one's even talking about that. I forgot they even weighed in. DAZN gotta fix that promotion, bro. Because like I'm like, I ain't never winning HBO, Showtime, Fox. I ain't never missing these weigh-ins like this for allegedly big fights and shit. I'm not even seeing the weigh-in. Man, I don't know what's going on. This what happens when you're limited to an app. This week, watch UFC instead. Oh yeah, so y'all slowed up. ESPN Plus, I'm still Disney Ego. Y'all gotta use my link if y'all want ESPN free trial. After that, it's $4.99 a month. Link in the description, y'all. Shout out to Maya. What's up? Yeah, man. But this is sad because
all I can tell you was there was no problems in the camp. The camp went well.
See, they're bro, they hit the panic button. The question was like, hey, there's people saying that AJ might not have been motivated and got up for this fight, underestimate. And he said, all I can tell you is there's no problems on the camp. Camp went well, great. Bro, they're putting too much emphasis. The more they keep doing this, I'm telling you, ego, the more the emphasis that they keep putting on something that they've already allegedly put to bed, the more I believe it. Bro, why do they keep reiterating that Joshua didn't get stopped in camp and didn't have a panic attack? Give me one good reason. Joshua already did a vlog. It got good views. And he's like, listen, guys, I lost. It's all me. No, Andy Ruiz did his thing. I lost because I lost. I didn't have a panic attack. You guys know me. He did all this. So why is days later, Eddie Hearn doing an interview, and he's like, earlier in the interview, he said, oh, there was no panic attack. The thing that annoys me is people are saying this panic attack shit and the sparring stories. That's all rubbish. And then they asked him a question again, and he says, listen, oh, yeah, I just want to tell you guys there was nothing that went wrong in camp. They're doing too much, bro.
Right, so was he motivated in the fight?
Listen.
Hey, you think is that rubbish, or you think there's something to that?
All I can tell you was there was no problems in the camp. The camp went well, all right? So was he motivated in the fight? I have to say yes. Was he as motivated in that fight as he's been for others? Maybe not. Will he be more motivated in a rematch? Hell yeah. So I think Marvin Hagler once said it's very difficult to get up and do your heel sprints when you're wearing silk pajamas, which is so true in boxing, isn't it? As soon as that desire goes, it's when it becomes really tough. His desire hasn't gone, but I believe this is maybe what he needed to bring that desire back. And this rematch will be a true test of his character.
Bro, damage control, City. Now he's trying to spin it, make the loss look like this is what he needed. Now it sounds, just listen to what people say. The question was like, was he motivated, underestimated Andy Ruiz? He doing Marvin Hagler quotes and all that. He says, was he motivated for this fight? I would say yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah. Was he as motivated for this fight as he has been for past fights? Probably not. Oh my gosh, bro. That's two different things. That's two different things. Man, this is ugly. This is ugly. He just said, was he motivated for this fight? Yeah, I would say, yeah, he was. Was he as motivated as he's been in the past? Probably not. Oh my gosh, bro. They need to stop. Listen.
So I think in the fight.
Listen.
Hey, you think is that rubbish, or you think there's something to that?
All I can tell you was there was no problems in the camp. The camp went well, all right? So was he motivated in the fight? I have to say yes. Was he as motivated in that fight as he's been for others? Maybe not. Will he be more motivated in a rematch?
Nah, we don't care about the rematch. The question was he motivated in this fight? You said, yeah. And if you watch his facial expression, it don't look like that. Then he said, was he as motivated as he has? Maybe not. No. Just stop. So, bro, they should pull the plug. Andy Ruiz is a champ. Just let PBC get the belts. I have no, after all this damage control, no. This is so much stacked against him. I'm not saying it's impossible for Joshua to win because he's a big dude, but I wouldn't bank on it. Bro, it's looked like this is cleanup city. This is cleanup city. Andy Ruiz has to be confident. He's living the best life, going on Jimmy Kimmel, eating Snickers, getting chon. And they're playing, cleanup. He just said, was he motivated? Yeah. Was he as motivated as he has been in the past? Maybe not. Come on, bro. Devin Haney, do you think Devin Haney messed up signing with Matchroom? That's his business. That's whatever he wants. I'm not here. I don't know what he got, how much he's getting or what. So that's his business. I don't care about that. Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's that forked tongue shit. Until Eddie Hearns and with new media around, and there's a lot of people on him now. But as long as this is around, he's gonna have struggles in America because it's unbelievable. That's like nobody wants this roundabout ass answers and shit like that. That's like say, hey Ego, are you hungry? I'm about to go get a pizza. Am I hungry? No. But if you're going to get that delicious pizza, and it has pepperoni and salami, all the toppings, could I eat a piece? Maybe. Maybe I could. Bro, what? Shit on the shit or get off the pot, bro. It sounds horrible, bro. Shit or get off the pot. What are you sitting on the toilet for? Like, was Joshua motivated? Yeah, he was. Was he as motivated as he's been in the past? Maybe not. What the fuck does that mean? Like I said, someone said, hey, Ego, do you want a pizza? Are you hungry right now? Direct ass question. Nah, I don't want no pizza. But if you get all the fixings and it starts to smell good, am I saying that I might not come into the kitchen and might not take a slice? I'm not saying that, but maybe not. Maybe no. Come on, bro. This looks bad. They should just stop. I would be like, no Joshua questions. We talking about Hooker and Ramirez. That's about the best bet. Just stop. Throw away the whole promotion. Regroup. They need to stop, bro, because it's nonstop. When have you seen this with Deontay Wilder, where he just every other thing he's saying is like contradicting to the last thing that was said? Stop. And then trying to force us to get off the subject of the sparring. They have not all they have done is done a generic Band-Aid blanket fix about the rumors. They will not mention this man Joey Dweco's name. Have you noticed that? Because they don't want to now this is making me believe it. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. It's making me believe it because notice this. Nobody has said his name. There is rumors and there's a direct name attached to it. None of them, they keep just saying it's not true, not true. It was a healthy, perfect camp. And he didn't have a panic attack, but there are no answers. Why was the Pops angry with you? Why was he approaching you like that? That's on camera. That's stuff you can't deny. It was a healthy camp with no anxiety attacks. What the fuck was that? I can get being mad, but it doesn't make sense. I'm not stupid. They think we stupid. Why didn't he attack Rob McCracken or make a beeline for Rob McCracken? He was the coach. Why would they come directly at you and you're the one looking timid and scared? They're not answering this stuff. So until I get some solid answers, then I don't believe none of that. I've seen many fighters lose and their team doesn't go, beeline against promoters and other people. Like I've seen fighters lose and they don't go rush Leonard Ellerby or some shit, or Lou DiBella. That was weird. Still no explanation. Joey Dweco was the actual name. And I've heard Yigit Abigail or whatever, Cabiel. But I heard Joey Dweco is the one that's reported. They won't even say his name, bro, because they know that opens Pandora's box. If they say his name and then stain his brand by saying, oh, no, hell no, that didn't happen. That's something different. They won't say his name. So I don't care what y'all saying. That shows me something. Okay. Why would you have all these generalities and general statements when there's specific details? WBN has multiple interviews and articles, and they said our sources said it was Joey Dweco. We have a video of AJ saying, oh, Joey has power. He has power. So we know that AJ thinks he has power. That's out his own mouth. We know that Joey Dweco was in camp. That was already shown and seen. They keep giving a blanket answer and a blanket fix to a specific problem. I don't believe it. If somebody's saying that, like Teofimo saying, I did this to Devin Haney in sparring. Devin Haney said, man, it didn't go down like that. Teofimo lying, or whatever they were saying. Ryan Garcia and Rolly. We've seen these stories, right? We've seen these different stories where there's different accounts on what happened. But Ryan Garcia mentions Rolly. Rolly mentions Ryan Garcia, right? Devin Haney is responding to Teofimo. Teofimo's saying what happened from his perspective with Devin Haney. I don't know what's the truth of those situations. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, same thing. So people are saying and explaining what happened, right? They're not mentioning Joey Dweco's name at all. But that's the specific person who was linked to doing this. Unbelievable. This is an unbelievable amount of damage control. They must have really not expected to lose, because now, once again, this is what happens. When you put out stuff, it sounds good. You know, people will buy it. They'll get some likes on videos. But get X out done or exalted, whatever the fuck his name is. Get him out of here. Block them. This is a bad look, people. Yeah, Joey Dweco like Candyman and shit. Nobody wants to say his name and shit. So to me, that the story has legs to it, because you keep saying it didn't happen. Oh yeah, well, okay. First of all, why would you even need to keep saying it didn't happen? If you know it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Block Jorge. Block Jorge. Again, they try to come tell me how to run my business. Block Jorge ASAP. Why would you need to keep trying? Because you're trying to persuade the people. Why would you need to keep telling people that it didn't happen? If you know it didn't happen, it's good. You should just be focused on the rematch. So if you keep harping on that, then that's making me feel like you know something. Period. Why would you need to? AJ already said, I didn't have a panic attack. So why would you say the thing that's angering me is that people keep saying this? And then he said it again in the interview. Bro, this is damage control. This is damage control. I don't know what happened. I don't know the explicit details. But, you know, from a logical perspective, I'm convinced there's more to it than what the dad. What? No one's asking him about the dad. See? What's the story with the dad? Why was he angry? Why is Joey Dweco's name not come up? And that was the specific name tied. Like if you get charged for a murder, they're charging you for murdering John Doe. They're not like, oh, did you murder anybody? They're not going to have generalities and like ambiguous statements. Like he keeps saying, oh, nothing happened in camp. Nothing. Everything was good. But you know that Joey Dweco is the name that they've attached to it. But you're not staining that man's name because, you know, you're not saying nothing. So they just acting like it did the whole thing. Nothing happened, nothing, bro. And then here's the other thing. Let's see if Joey Dweco is in the next camp. He has the same type of physique, and Joshua said he likes his power. Let's see if they put Joey Dweco in the Ruiz rematch camp. So, bro, there's no way to avoid new media. I'm telling you. Let's see if Joey Dweco is invited, because he gave you good work. That's what it sounds like. So let's see if Joey Dweco goes in the next camp for the Ruiz rematch. Not no other fight, this Ruiz rematch. He got the same type of build like Andy Ruiz. You liked his power. It sounds like he gave you some good work. Let's see if he's in the next camp. And here's another thing. Joey DeWeco, they said he's gonna be fighting on the Maurice Hooker undercard, which is the Eddie Hearn card, which is where he did the interview. So there's this rumor about Joey DeWeco. No one seems to be mentioning his name except for the people who said the confirmed source from their source, the confirmed person was Joey DeWeco, right? And then you put him on a card. All right, bro. And people were just stupid. So you put him on the Maurice Hooker card just cause. So y'all obviously gave you some good work. So let's see if he goes on the next Ruiz card. The next camp. That's what I'm saying. You can't dodge all this. I follow Joey DeWeco. I'm gonna follow him. Next, whenever the fight's announced, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if he's in the UK or wherever Joshua trains. There's no escape. That's why I said the more you talk, the more you incriminate yourself. They gave him hush money. The more you talk, the more you incriminate yourself. It's very easy to see. If you don't want this to happen, clean up the lies. Clean up the story. Or at least have your story consistent. But Michelle from Behind the Gloves asked Eddie about the situation with AJ's dad. Eddie just answered vaguely, basically saying it was about money, but he did not go in depth. Okay, so your son just got knocked out, and you're just like, man, I want money. More to it, bro. Once again, why is everything so vague? Because they don't want you to know. Yeah, it's probably about, if it was about money, it's probably like, man, my son could have got $50 million to fight Wilder in America. You told us no. He could have got 50% of the back end of the pay-per-view. You told us no. And for my son to just lose for less money in America. We didn't want to come to America. You told us. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know what was said. But, if you really didn't, then why don't you, if you didn't want people to speculate and dance around, why do you keep giving these vague, ambiguous explanations? No one mentioning Joey DeWeco. Nobody knows why the dad was truly mad, but we've visibly seen it. Nobody knows why Joshua looked spaced out and was looking, because they just try to dismiss it. Man, I don't know what they're doing in the UK, but if you think those things would work with Americans, good luck. None of these things are explained. Nobody's explaining why he said it was physio, and then 2 days later he admitted that it was a line in the camp, but they didn't say what line. Man, come on, man. It's just too much shit like this. That's what I'm saying. They Joshua is in this unfolded quickly, and they're making it worse, and they don't see it. They just keep doing it, and Joshua's wearing T-shirts to show he's okay. I don't know, bro. This is like embarrassing right now. And then now, Hearns like, Wilder has no class. Now we're talking about class. But every time it was a PBC event, Hearn was saying 6,000 tickets were sold for Wilder's fight, which was a lie. Hearn was, guesstimating numbers which were never true for Broner Pacquiao, for Spence Garcia, for Wilder Fury, Eddie Hearn just did an interview, said, oh yeah, if Andy Ruiz beats Joshua again, I hope he knocks out Wilder. But then you're mad at Wilder and saying Wilder has no class. You offered Wilder $12.5 million flat fee, then $15 million, and DAZN was later willing to offer $100 million, $20 million to fight Dominic Breazeale a year later. You asked people in New York who Wilder was and played this whole charade to damage his brand. And now, that's what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn is like those people who, there's a situation and they egg on the situation. Like, let's say Kyle Lowry. He fell and then he got pushed. And then when he got up, the dude looked scared. You see what I'm saying? The partial owner of the Warriors that got banned, he looked scared. Those type of people. That start this, and then when it gets too real or hot in the kitchen, then they want that pullback. They were like, oh, no, I didn't think it would be this way. For the last year and a half, we've had to deal with Eddie Hearn's A-siding and the lies in the games. And when it comes crumbling down, when it starts, all happening at once, like we told you on new media, now it's like, oh, yeah, why would you do this? Why would you get on Joshua's case? But Joshua was saying, oh, yeah, meet with me. I'm going to fuck him up. And, you know, Wilder, he ducked and Luis Ortiz ducked and I'm ready now. They did all this and then now they want mercy. Man, we riding. We riding on old media. Simply put. So, you guys can believe what you want. I just put out, you know, what's going on and my thoughts. I'm about to get out of here. Holla at the boy. I'll be back with another one. I'm going to take a break.